Andy, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. You look fantastic, by the way. I really
Thank
like the
you.
outfit.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
so I recently heard that you said if you could have one scene partner for the rest of your life, it would be Jamie. So what project would you love to do next with her? We've got horror down, maybe a drama, maybe a comedy. What would you love to do next?
Absolutely anything as long as I get to go toe to toe with her again because she's pretty spectacular.
I know audiences would definitely love to watch that. Um, I also wanted to ask you, I know you can't spoil anything, but is this really the end? Is this really, really the end of Halloween Ends?
It's the final chapter. It's the epic conclusion that people have been waiting for 44 years, and it's called Halloween Ends for a reason.
Love that, love that. And I wanted to ask you about your character, Allison. She lost everything in one night. There's such a strength to her and such a bravery. Can you talk a little bit more about that within your character, about the core of who Allison is?
What is interesting about the first two films is that you're watching a fairly normal teenager essentially go through something horrific and just react to it. And then you cut to 4 years later where she's had time to process in the best way that she can, to try to heal, to try to move forward, to try to create a life that makes sense and has meaning, and honestly just try to be happy. And when we see her at the beginning of this film, it's she's found a decent routine of that. And her and Laurie have really leaned on each other in these last few years. And her resilience is definitely pretty palpable, both of theirs. And I think that Allison has always had a little bit of a mirror to Laurie, and they've always been quite similar, and that's part of why they get along, but also why they butt heads in a very strong, intense way. And so I think that what is beautiful about this film is we were given a space to explore that trauma a little bit deeper
Mhm.
and see, this stoic kind of survivor that is Allison. You start to kind of chip away at it as the movie goes on, and you just realize she's just a person just trying to wake up and be okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so
Pretty
glad you
simple.
touched on that too, because a lot of the fans talk about how they feel sad for her, or they want, they really resonate with those moments. So the fact that you say that we're going to be able to explore that a little bit more in this film is very, very nice, and I know fans will appreciate that. And lastly, I just wanted to add, what are you most excited about for audiences to see in Halloween Ends?
It is so packed with so many twists and turns and unexpected events. And at the end of the day, it also is the epic conclusion to this trilogy after 44 years. And I just think that the whole ride of this movie is a blast. And I'm excited for people to see the movie, to see the whole thing, because I think it's just going to make people really feel a lot of things and get really excited.